Hello and welcome to UVC Chronicles. I'm Mohammed Fouzan, your host, in what I promise will be an electric episode ahead of you. Today's guest is Suraj Prasad, connecting with us all the way from California. Suraj graduated with the batch of 2014 from UVC with a BTech in Computer Science Engineering, and he currently works at Tesla as a data analyst. Suraj, we really appreciate you joining us, so thank you so much for taking your time out and being here.
Hey Fouzan, thank you so much for your time as well.
Yes, sir. Sir, so it'd be really great if you gave us all like a brief introduction about yourself before we get into the episode.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Suraj Prasad, and as Fouzan mentioned, I'm in the batch of I was in the batch of 2014 computer science from UVC, and after graduation, I also worked as a placement coordinator during my final year. Post which I got a job in American International Group from the campus, and got a job as a business intelligence analyst at American International Group. I worked there for 2 years, and then I moved to the US to pursue my master's in University of Arizona in the degree of Management Information Systems. And then on, I worked for American Express, and then I got a job in Tesla. So this has been my short span of my career till now.
That's really great, sir. I think the idea of going out of station, moving to the US, it's exhilarating but equally terrifying a concept for me. What was that shift like for you? How did you handle this massive change of environment when you moved to the US, for pursuing your masters?
It was a very massive change for me because it all started the American dream, or that reason to go to America was when I was in 2000, sometime in 2008. Probably I was 16. I got a chance to go to US and stay in US for a couple of weeks while I was a student from the school, as part of the school international trip. I spent some time in New York, few days in Washington DC, and I also happened to stay for a week in Huntsville, Alabama, in United States Space and Rocket Center. So once the trip got over, it came to me that if at all I want to pursue some my higher studies or some masters, it has to be US. So at the age of 16, I had decided my destination that it is going to be US. And while I was working in AIG, I found out that maybe I'm not learning anything, or maybe I'm learning something, but maybe that's not the right thing. So these were some of the thought process that I had. So I started writing for preparing for GRE and TOEFL exams. Definitely, it was very tough studying for examinations, and also working in Bangalore urban area. So it was a very difficult to handle with with respect to preparations and also working. It was a great ocean of difference, I would say, because for a person staying in Bangalore for like close to 24-25 years, and suddenly moving to a different country was definitely not an easy task, because once I moved here, I had to deal with weather, right? Because I was in Arizona, it's very hot. It's very hot, and I had to also meet people from different walks of life, from different countries, and also different parts of India. So getting adjusted to the environment, to the weather, to the culture around here, and also most importantly, understanding the American education system. So all these factors were difficult to handle at one go. And as soon as you get a chance to understand these things, you have already started working in the semester, and you have assignments, you have projects, and you have even the surprise quizzes, which I was quite unaware of while I was in UVC. So it was definitely very tough to handle, but it was what really made me to take care of the situation was patience and perseverance together. And together with all of these, I think I was able to take care of the situation and also study well during my masters.
I really agree, sir. Patience is really a key character trait to have in any circumstance. I did want to ask though, after having those experiences, what do you think you've learned, and what advice would you give to students who had the same ambition as you when you were 16. What advice would you have for students who want to pursue a higher education and possibly start a career there in the US?
Yeah, sure. So, with respect to the tips of starting a career in the US, the first and foremost would be to do proper research. So, what kind of course that you want to start, or what kind of course that you want to study? Because for me, I was definitely confused between computer science or business analytics or even MIS, and then once you select a particular course, you need to do some shortlisting of the universities. Okay, which are the top universities that are offering these courses, and to get that best college or best school, what is the desired GRE score, or what is what is the desired GRE or GMAT score, and you need to have a good checklist of these things. And for me, what helped me was I was quite unsure which course to take, whether it would be MIS or business analytics. But for me, the destination was fixed, that is going to be US. And while also I was working at American International Group, I was introduced to business intelligence and data warehousing, and that made me to go towards management information systems. And then I started to shortlist some of the top five universities that offer MIS, and I had selected University of Arizona, Northeastern University, and other universities as well that I need to apply, and I accordingly started my GRE preparation. Along with that, there are so many documents that you need to have. That is, the first one being the statement of purpose, also called as SOP, and some of the letter of recommendations that you need to take from the academic professors that you know, and also from your peers that if you're working in the industry. So these were some of the things that I did. Apart from that, also to build a very good profile, maybe do some internship while you are studying in the in the university. And yeah, these are some of the things that I would definitely tell someone to start a career in the US.
Right, sir. Now, I'm sure, like many in the audience, like our listeners, are very keen on knowing more about your role as a data analyst at Tesla. So, could you like dive a little into that role?
Yeah, sure. So I was sometime in American Express, I believe, and I was working in American Express. I thought that I would want a job change, and I started applying online for business analyst, data analyst, and also for other data science roles. And in one of the online applications, I applied for Tesla as well. So around sometime last year, I think same time last year, I got a chance to interview with in Tesla, and I was able to crack the interview. And the best part of the interview process was getting the offer letter on my birthday. That was just icing on the cake. And to talk more about the job at Tesla, it is challenging. It is fun. It's all about solving problems, and I would say rather than just solving problems, it's about identifying the problems in the process. Okay, this is a problem that I'm seeing. Yeah, yes, let's identify the problem. Now go to the whiteboard. How do you fix this problem? What is the root cause? And then you solve the problem. So to speak at a very high level, I would say it's all about problem identification, process improvement, problem solving, and also about some of the technical skills that you need to have. So, to speak on a very high level, I would say these things.
That's really fascinating, sir. I'm manifesting my future job offer to land on my birthday. But yeah, I'll move on to the next question. Now, Tesla is almost like one of the most known brands in the world right now. Um, I'm very curious, and I'm sure the others would also be, as to what's the work environment like at this company?
So, moving from American Express to Tesla was definitely a big change for me because at American Express I was a contractor. So when you are a contractor at a particular firm, there are so many limitations. You really don't have access to some of the company's internal websites or even internal portals. So moving to Tesla was I was actually becoming from a contractor to a permanent hire or a salaried employee. So this was a very big change for me, and also moving from Arizona to California was also another big change. To talk more about the work environment, I think I had that flexibility to do whatever I want when it comes to improving processes, or even when it comes to finding solutions. I could even do it with any technology that I want, or any technology that I am familiar with. And more importantly, I also got a chance to do something which I even don't know. So one of the thing that I want to talk about is automation, right? So there are like a couple of projects that I kind of did some automation in the beginning, and basically saved a lot of hours for some of the training teams. So definitely these were some of the big changes that I saw while I moved from Arizona to California, or I would say from a contractor hire to a salaried employee.
That's interesting, sir. Now, my next question is about uh, over the years, or really in just a matter of the past 1 year, we've seen technology sort of evolve in such a dramatic way. How have the tools that you use as a data analyst developed over time, and how has it been like to catch up with technology every time there's a breakthrough?
Well, that's a very interesting question, I would say. Probably the thing is, I started off my career at Bangalore building dashboards or reports using tools, right? Using BI tools. And then I also ended up working on Excel, which is good, which is really a good software. But then, as of now, people speak about Python, automation, and everything, right? And with the invent of technology and the innovation that is happening, when you can see a particular car driving all the way by itself, right? It is must ensured that everyone should catch up with the latest technology, no matter what. And it's all about having a very curious mind, I would say. Not just get stuck into the same technology and keep working on it. Definitely no, you would end up becoming stagnant, I would say. So what I would kind of recommend everyone, or kind of give a tip, is go with the flow, go where the technology goes, and be prepared, be curious, be curious to learn new things. So that's one of the main thing that I always did. So I was always curious to know the different things, or even new things, from building dashboards, working on Excel files. I moved to writing SQL queries, and ended up writing probably hundreds or even thousands lines of optimized SQL queries while I was in American Express. And all these experiences helped me to cracked the interview at Tesla, and also ended up completing multiple projects right from the scratch, right from the from the stage where you gather requirements till you decide the project live date. So all these experiences have given me a good career, and also uh, how to move ahead with the new technologies.
That's fascinating, sir. Um, is there anything you wish somebody had told you about the professional field before you began your work?
Oh, definitely not just somebody. Maybe if at least two or three people were there to tell me, this is good, this is the right thing to do, this is not the right thing to do, go in this direction. I wish people had uh, at least showed me the direction, I would say. because what has happened with me is I make a mistake and then I learn from it. So that has been there in my career, because initially I was thinking of moving to US right after my engineering, but then there came a thought that no, let's work and then move to US. But it actually helped me again, because working in India also helped me to get an assistantship in US while I was pursuing my masters. I also got a chance to work as an ETL developer um, at the university. So definitely, I would wish that somebody had told me few things. However, as of now, I'm definitely in a good position to guide people what to do and what not to do with respect to be it immigration or also with respect to career paths.
Yes, sir. I guess making mistakes and learning from them, I personally don't think there's a better way to learn, even though there might be an easier path out there. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for taking your time out and being such a great sport. I had a great time chatting with you.
Hey, thank you so much, Fouzan. And it was really great speaking to you. And I hope you're enjoying your stay in UVC.
Thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank our listeners for tuning in every episode and learning more about this Legacy College alumni. If you want to reach out to us, at Vision UVC is the handle on Instagram. You can also mail us at campus@uvcega.org. So until the next episode, it's goodbye from Team Chronicle.